So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Graz Museum, and I'm very honored to have this great guests here. We have family Rindt with us, Sir Jackie Stewart, the FIA President, Short Todd, thanks for coming again, Nina Rindt, and also Richard Marr, thank you very much for being here with us. My name is Philip McAllister, and I'm glad to bring you through the next hours. And I'm sure you all have already seen in Graz these days, everything is about Jochen Rindt. He was kind of a pop star in Austria. He was a fearless racing driver, and he brought the international lifestyle and flair to the city of Graz. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the director of this museum. Welcome, Otto Hochreiter.
Highly esteemed Mrs. Nina Rindt, esteemed Miss Natascha Rindt, dear Sophia, dear Mr. Eben, dear Thelma. Our museum is very honored by your visit. Today it's a big day for our museum, which we will look back on with pride. Welcome to the exhibition here, Jochen Rindt, Mythos, Graz. The exhibition would not have been possible without the generosity of the great Jochen Rindt collectors like Erich Wallich, like Alois Schweighofer, like Jean-François Decaux, like Richard Mille. It's nice to having you here with with us at the museum today. Jochen Rindt's tragic death still affects us today. His death is comparable to that of Princess Diana. I'm old enough to say that Jochen Rindt was a hero of our youth. After his death, he became the king of our hearts. Everyone of my generation remembers exactly the situation in which they heard about the Monza tragedy. The exhibition here at the Graz Museum is about the unique personality of Jochen Rindt. In 4 rooms, we show the short, fast and intense life of Jochen Rindt. The exhibition is about the myth of Jochen Rindt, and it's about the city of Graz. Here in Graz, Jochen Rindt was born again, so to speak. He was buried here in Graz. His funeral was a very significant meeting between the small town and the big world. Death is nothing other than the victory of time, and the museum undertakes a fight against spiritual death, against oblivion. This exhibition here is a contribution that Jochen Rindt will not be forgotten. It helps ensure that what is written in big letters on the tram is true. Jochen Rindt lives.
Mr. Hochreiter, thanks for these kindly words. One short, brief question to you. I've heard that this exhibition is a box office success. I would say a crowd puller, isn't that?
Yes, it is. We had about 1,500 visitors in the first days already.
That's great. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we try to get a more official frame here. Please welcome the Councillor of Culture in Graz. Welcome, Günther Riegler. Mr. Riegler, what this Jochen Rindt anniversary means to you, I read that you were born in 1966, I guess. So do you have any special memories on Jochen Rindt?
Yeah, in fact, welcome everyone, and I have to underline that Jochen Rindt's life and the way he was successful in Formula One was paramount for everyone here in Graz. So I personally got, I was born 66, so of course I didn't notice in 70 when it happened, but in 72 everybody told us how important he was, and we knew he was already still present. And later on then Niki Lauda started, and the famous 1976 race in Nürburgring was when I was 10. So I would really like to say and underline that as Graz is a city which is very tightly connected to automotive industry, to sports and to technology and innovation, I would say he had a paramount importance for the city of Graz.
Has Graz always been a place for people with big ambitions like Jochen Rindt had?
I would say yes. So one of the most important events in the life of Graz was, of course, the founding of the Technical University. So we did have already technology, technical science, and we also had the Puch industry, which was a creator of cars, of motorbikes and of bicycles. And so there is a big tradition in city of Graz to develop things and to develop technology for mobility. So I would say yes, there is some kind of a spirit of innovative thinking in Graz.
Mr. Riegler, thank you very much. And we also want to give a warm welcome to a colleague of you, Judith Schwentner is with us. Oh, here she is. Welcome. And ladies and gentlemen, we heard about this exhibition is kind of a deep dive following the roots and the childhood and youth of Jochen Rindt with a special focus on people and places we talked before. But now I would like to introduce you an artist who did a very great series of photographs. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Thelma Herzl. Thelma, du wirkst fast etwas überrascht, dass deine Kunstwerke in dieser Ausstellung zu sehen sind.
Also ich bin sehr glücklich darüber, das muss ich sagen, weil ich vor 10 Jahren 11 Jahren diese Bilder gemacht habe. Die sind vom Jochans Grab. Das war das Tablett, das ausgebrannt wurde, weil so viele Kerzen darauf waren. In der Nacht ist alles abgebrannt und ich glaube, dass diese Liebe von diesen wahnsinnig vielen Menschen, die diese Kerzen darauf gegeben haben, zurückkommen in meinen Bildern.
Eine Frage, was sich jetzt dann später manche sicher stellen werden, sind diese Bilder, werden die zum Verkauf angeboten oder was machst du später mit denen?
Nein, die sind jetzt schon zum Verkauf. Es ist mich anzurufen oder sich bei meiner Tochter oder ist kein Problem. Bilder zu kaufen, ich würde mich freuen.
Wir werden anrufen, wir bräuchten nur die Handynummer. Thelma, du bist der Familie von Jochen Rindt immer noch sehr verbunden und deshalb würde ich sagen, holen wir zu uns Natascha Rindt, die Tochter. Ja, zu uns. Ladies and Gentlemen, Natascha Rindt. Natasha, it seems like you're good friends.
In German or in English?
What do you prefer? What do you prefer?
Ja, wir sind sehr gute Freunde. Mehr als Freunde. Familie.
Für dich ist es jetzt eine Reise in die Vergangenheit deines Vaters. Hast du in dieser Ausstellung schon etwas gesehen? Hast du schon einen Blick reingeworfen?
Leider, ich habe nur ein paar Fotos da drinnen gesehen, aber ich habe nicht die ganze Ausstellung gesehen. Aber ich freue mich, es zu sehen.
Natascha Rindt is very excited to see the exhibition. Natascha, Thelma, vielen Dank. Vielen Dank fürs Kommen auf jeden Fall. Ihr dürft euch jetzt wieder fürs Erste niedersetzen. Dankeschön. Ein Applaus. Thelma told me the pictures she did are for sale, and I know there are 2 people in the audience. They are very interested in arts. I guess this is Jean Todt. Please stay with me. Thank you very much. And this is Sir Jackie Stewart, the triple Formula World Champion. Please stay with me. Is this just a rumor, or are you interested in arts?
I love art.
So you're very excited of what to see then?
Of course, and you know, it's always a mixture. I mean, the one who is going to be involved as a major profile, and the artist who made it, and the way it's been understood. No, and I think in Germany you have amazing artists and photographer, you know. So I'm very excited to see what you did. But you have other photographer like Andreas Górski, who has been working quite a lot about motor racing, and I mean what they made is absolutely amazing.
I see you are an arts professional, and Thelma, here is an interest, the first one I guess today. And Sir Jackie Stewart, here we see the biggest wins of Jochen Rindt. In many interviews you mentioned that it was always fun racing with Jochen Rindt. Why that was that fun to you?
Because Jochen and I understood each other very well. The manner in motor racing during our time together was a friendship of most of the Grand Prix drivers. We were close friends, we travelled together, we holidayed together, Jochen, Nina, Helen and I, Jim Clark, etc. You know, we had a much closer relationship than I think any of the current racing drivers have. And Jochen was always very competitive. I mean, I absolutely hate these pictures here because it means that he was winning. And
So it's good to be here now.
Well, yes, I know, but the trouble is he's looking down now and still upset about me winning a race. So it's been a long relationship with Nina as well, for Helen and I, and for Natasha and the children. I was at the French Grand Prix when this young lady arrived looking unbelievable, looking for Jochen Rindt. And she had with her a girlfriend who was equally attractive. And the whole paddock was looking at those two, not the racing drivers, those two. And then they decided, your mother decided to go to the swimming pool in Reims. The whole paddock went to the swimming pool. So Jochen was the lucky boy who ended up with this one here. Our racing together was equally correct. I could have trusted Jochen any time in a car. I could have trusted him. The British Grand Prix one year, we had 32 passes between him and I. 32 times we passed each other. And each time there was no drama, because Jochen would tell me when to pass, because with for the aerodynamics we could still do it. I would tell him to pass on this side whenever it was appropriate. So that kind of relationship you can't buy. This is a very long relationship which I will never forget. And what you're doing here in Austria, never mind here in Graz, I said earlier today, is unique. There has never been a racing driver honoured in this fashion. There's never been a racing driver given so much attention for so many years. He was a great ambassador for your country. He behaved himself very well. His wife didn't behave herself very well all of the time, But it was a hugely. Keep in mind that the girls in those days did the timing and the lap charts for us. There were no electronic machines in those days. It was done by the wives who did the lap charts and the timing for the team. So therefore that relationship was closer than I think any of today's Grand Prix drivers could ever have within their family. So we were there when all of that happened. And what you're doing now, I say again, is a tremendous thing for motorsport. I'm sure the President agrees with that there hasn't been anybody like Jochen to be able to, for you in Austria, to recognize all his talents and skills. Jim Clark was, Jochen and I would have said Jim Clark was the best driver at that time. Jim Clark died also in a racing car. It was a small ceremony. It was very modest in the borders of Scotland. But there's nothing being done in Scotland that would match what you're doing for Jochen's memory. So a big congratulations to this city for doing that, and even this country. So I really take my hat off to everybody concerned. It's fantastic. You've done a fantastic job.
Thank you. Great words. Thank you very much, Sir Jackie Stewart. And now I please all the people sitting here, all our special guests, please follow through this door. There is a golden book you have to sign. Would be great you would do that. And everybody else, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the exhibition. Thank you very much, and a good night. Thank you.